Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy III for the Nintendo Famicom system. Last episode we had explored the world. We visited the village of the geomancers, the bards, and the evokers. So now we're gonna head back to Saronia. We haven't been there. We drove by there, flew by there, but we didn't stop in there. We didn't want to stop in there because when we go there, we're gonna lose our airship. So if we try to approach the castle, our airship gets hit by a bunch of cannonballs, and boom, it gets destroyed, and we plummet down to the ground. But we'll be okay. So, donk, we land right in the middle of a courtyard where looks like some armies are feuding. Why must we fight our friends? Attack! If we lose, we'll be executed. And the guys on the right say the same thing. We'll talk with them on our way out. If we try to go into the castle, His Majesty declared that no one shall enter Castle Saronia. You can't go in the castle. Leave! And same thing. No one can go into the castle. Here's the courtyard again. We can talk with the green army, but they say the same thing as the red army, so it's a Christmas army. Now we can go visit the 4 different quadrants of this town. So we have a northeast, northwest, southwest, southeast. Not much to really do in them, though. We'll learn why. A long time ago, there was a tunnel under Castle Saronia that goes to the sea. The tunnel is closed on the castle's end, but you can enter from the sea. So up here in the northwest is the big library. There's a magic shop over here, but it's closed. We'll learn about that later on. But yeah, basically, most of the shops in this area are closed. This is the Library of Saronia, but it's closed now. Back here, there's a guy hanging out here. Basically, we come to learn that there's quite a bit of trouble brewing in Saronia. Legend says dragoons are the only ones that have defeated Lord Garuda. So that's basically a clue that we're going to have to change into dragoons. Every book ever written is in the Library of Saronia. Shoot, go away, the library is closed. Alright, well, we're going to have to come back here later. Inns are all open though, so you can stay at all the inns, but we'll do that a little bit later. Now, it doesn't matter which one of these houses we go into, each of them will take us to the same area. So, the king divided Saronia's army in 2, making them fight each other. Out of the way, guard. There we go. The king won't listen to anyone. Anyone who tries to advise him gets killed. Saronia has 4 districts. We'll be visiting all of them. We'll talk with that guy, but first we're going to head over here, secret passageway. These are all just Gishel greens. We can use them in the Chocobo Forest to summon a fat Chocobo, and we'll be doing that in a little bit. Actually, we'll be doing that pretty soon. This guy over here, he summons a fat Chocobo for free. I'm a researcher of Chocobos. I can summon a fat Chocobo. So yeah, we'll call him up, and we'll remove some items here, because we'll be changing into the Dragoon class. So some of these items we won't be able to use as Dragoons, but we'll use them for future classes. So we'll just store them in with the Chocobo. Get rid of a bunch of stuff. Some of these black magic casting items. Get rid of them. The Bard and the Evoker gear, we'll get rid of that, because and some of the other stuff, the Viking gear, the claws, elixirs, of course, too good to use right now. They'll be good for the end game. Like I said, a portable inn basically for one character. So I'm gonna go into the water here. There's some old men we want to talk to. Oh, where's Prince Alus? Keep that guy in mind. There's the revival spring. And we also want to keep this old man down here in the southwest corner in mind, because he's asking basically where Prince Alus is too. So, if we ever find Prince Alus, we should go back and talk with both of those old men. You want to do that, because you'll get some free equipment. All shops have been closed by royal decree, but there's a weapon shop ignoring the king's orders. I saw it, the king's age, shadow, look, shaped like a bird. Like the fiend Garuda. So we head over here, and yep, it's closed. The shop that's open is in the northeast corner, the northeast district. So, we'll go there last. All these guys getting in our way. What's this guy have to say? Someone in the pub looked like the prince. He's in the pub. Alright, well, let's go into the pub. This is how we're going to advance the story. This guy thinks he's the prince. Ha ha ha. We get these 4 people who are picking on this kid who says he's the prince. And we get into a fight. And unfortunately, this doesn't always happen, but I unfortunately got back attacked. So, which is going to delay this fight a little bit. Enemies aren't hard. Just going to take a little bit longer because I don't want to waste the turns. Well, probably would have saved turns if I would have just moved everyone to the switch their rows around. But I didn't want to go back into the menu and switch the form back again. So battle takes a little bit longer than it should have. But the enemies, these guys, we ran into them back in Goldor's Manor, so we can have Fang here use a high potion there, heal up Baby Moo. And while Baby Moo is, down there though, Fang may take a hit for her. Donk. And Tangeweenie missing. Baby Moo though, still pretty accurate. Hey, nice. Fang took the hit. So yeah, that's one of the good things about the Knight class. They have that auto cover ability. That's really important in the next game, Final Fantasy IV. One of your characters will get that ability. So, but they're the Paladin class. So, yeah, we just finished this battle off. It's taking a little bit longer than normal, but yeah, it's not a tough battle. What makes it hard is that basically our attacks are basically at 50% from the back row melee weapons, so we're not getting as many hits as we should get, so it's basically like doing half damage. But Baby Moo, though, doesn't. She's not affected by row, so she's doing good damage. Ouch! Forgive us! Thank you, I'm Prince Alus, son of King Gorn. What's happening to Saronia? My father suddenly ordered our soldiers to fight each other. I tried to stop him, but he didn't listen and exiled me. Please, I need your help. Help me return to the castle so I can get to my father. We'll help, thanks. And Alus joined our party. And all the thugs are just going to ask for our forgiveness. So, we'll let them go. And then we'll go see those 2 old men who were wondering where the prince was. And their dialogue will change now that the prince is with us. And they'll actually give us some equipment. Prince Alus, have this. We obtained the Dragon Mail. That is a piece of armor for the Dragoon class. So everybody's going to be changing into Dragoons shortly. So, Father exiled me and told me to never return. My father has changed. He is doing bad things. What happened? And that old man, after we got the equipment, says, the king's gone mad. Prince Alus, you're alive. I escaped to give you this. We obtained the Wind Spear. So we're going to get a few more. We're going to get enough equipment to outfit all 4 of our characters as Dragoons. Luckily, though, that one weapon shop is open. We'll have enough spears to equip each Dragoon with 1 spear, but we want to dual wield, so luckily that one weapon store is open, so we can buy some more. We'll end up buying 4 more Wind Spears. Wind Spears are slightly stronger than the Thunder Spears that we're about to get. So, this area is where we're going to get the rest of our equipment. So, because in the middle there's a tower that has a bunch of free equipment. I heard Prince Alus was exiled. Saronia will burn itself to the ground if this war lasts any longer. The tower in the middle of the district is the Dragoon Spire. There's a Dragon Spire. The Dragoon's equipment is inside. You're gonna climb the Dragon Spire? But there's monsters. The monsters inside are basically the ones that we ran into in the last episode, in the Gaul continent. The Helgarus, the Sorcerers, the Landworms, and the Cattle Buses. Legend says the Dragoons are the only ones who are able to defeat Garuda. If you talk one of those chocobos, you get to ride a chocobo outside. But not that important. Now, if you try to go up those steps there, it's a dead end. You can't even go up those steps. So you have to kind of go all the way around here, secret passageway. And get to the staircase in the upper left. And then that's basically the only tricky part of this tower, because everything else is just going to be a straight shot. So, like I said, we've already encountered all these enemies, a bunch of those kangaroos that cast spells, the Helgaroos and sorcerers, some landworms. Nothing we can't deal with. But finally reached the top of the tower, and we're going to get a bunch of equipment for the dragoons. So, 3 thunder spears, and basically 3 helmets, and 4 helmets, and 3 more pieces of mail, dragon mail. So that was good that we talked with those 2 old men, because they gave us the 4th spear and the 4th piece of dragon mail. So now, like I said, if we just want to single wield a spear, we can have 4 fully equipped dragoons. But we want to dual wield, so we're going to head to that weapon shop in the final section of Saronia, the northeast, and buy 4 wind spears. They're slightly stronger than the thunder spears. All spears have the air elemental associated with them, so they're really good against enemies that are weak against arrow, because it just deals extra damage to them. So yeah, so you can't even go up those stairways. It's just a dead end. So let's head to the final area here. Most of the folks say the same thing. Like, they're all pretty much telling you, hey, you need to be a dragoon, and looks like Garuda's invaded. The island east of Saronia is called Duster, home of the bards and geomancers. Yep, we visited them. His Majesty declared that no one shall enter Castle Saronia. We tried to get in there, and those guards blocked us. The king divided Saronia's army into 2, making them fight. Magic shops are closed. We want to search this tree here. We get another elixir. Talk to this guy. A long time ago, there was a tunnel on the Castle Saronia that goes to the sea. The tunnel is close to the castle's end, but you can get there from the sea. So eventually we're going to obviously get a boat that can go underwater. Legend says dragoons are the only ones that have defeated Lord Garuda. You can defeat Garuda without dragoons, but you have to basically be really, really leveled high. So Garuda can be a pretty tough fight. So we're going to de-equip all this stuff. I'm going to be selling most of this gear. Knights can still be pretty valuable, but like I said, I want to have one of each of the classes, show all the classes off. So we're not going to have another knight anymore. So yeah, all these classes have seen their day in the limelight. So let's give the dragon mail and dragon helmet to our characters. We'll have to, like I said, buy some wind spears then. Some of the gear that we have can be used, so like the knight, the gauntlets can go on the thing, cut the dragoon. That power bracelet that Baby Moo has, that'll be able to be used for the dragoon as well. And even though we sent a bunch of stuff to that the chocobo, we still are out of room. So yeah. One more piece of equipment we have to get rid of there off of Tupelo. Move that. Unfortunately, like the thief's gloves, they can't work on the dragoons. So yeah, some of our dragoons won't have all the hand gear, but they'll at least have body and helmet gear. So let's give them that. And we'll sell a bunch of this old equipment so we can, we don't have any hand gear for that. We'll sell a bunch of this equipment, and then that way we can switch Baby Moo and Tangeweenie back into dragoons. Now the only one who's going to stay a dragoon for a while will be Tangeweenie. The only reason I'm going to make Tangeweenie stay a dragoon is because dragoons are a heavy armor class, so they have pretty decent vitality, and vitality determines your hit points that you get at a level. And Tangeweenie is kind of a little low on hit points. She's lagging behind the other characters because she's been in the Scholar class. The Scholar class doesn't have really good vitality growth, so that's why she's still in the 700s. Fang, being mostly warrior class, he was a fighter, and then a knight, he has the most hit points. So we're going to keep Tangeweenie as a dragoon for a while. That way, she'll gain some hit points and catch up with our other characters. because they'll be in some weaker classes like the evoker, the bard, the geomancer, which are kind of magic-based classes, so they're not going to have as good vitality growth. So all the characters end up kind of catching up with each other. They're very similar in size. So we're not going to use scholars anymore. We will use the ranger again, so that's why I kept some arrows. But the scholar thief not going to be used anymore, nor the knight. So get some other jobs in the limelight now. But they basically obviously want you to use dragoons because you're getting all this free dragoon equipment. So, like I said, she can still equip the power bracelet, so that'll be good. Give her some extra attack. Gonna have to buy some extra spears though. We only got 4 of them. That's why they probably kept this one shop open so we can dual wield. I'm gonna of course buy in groups of 4 because we get that like 10% discount. Yep, buy 4 wind spears. We'll have to take off one of the wind spears. I think Fang has 2 thunder spears. I want to give everyone try to equal out the offense. Otherwise, someone's gonna be a little bit weaker. So everyone will have a wind spear, and only one person will have 2 thunder spears or 2 wind spears. Hello there, thunder, wind. So Baby Moo needs that last thunder spear. If you have enough money, you could probably buy, more wind spears, sell the thunder spears. But the extra damage ain't worth the amount of money that you'd basically be spending. Because like I said, most of our characters aren't going to stay as dragoons. We're going to beat Garuda with the dragoons, and then we'll switch classes again. We'll start using some of those other classes that we got equipment for, the bard, the evoker, and the geomancer. So we'll have those 3 classes and a dragoon moving forward. But for now, just want to make sure that everybody is in the dragoon class. So we're finally going to heal ourselves up here, stay at the inn, and then we're going to head back to Castle Saronia. Maybe Prince Alus can convince the guards to let him in and let us in. So, item shop's pretty standard. You can buy high potions. The only thing I'm really looking to buy would be like those otter heads to teleport us out of dungeons. We'll buy them, but like I said, the main thing was we wanted to get the money for the weaponry and the spears. So this is what we'll pick up in our next episode. Take care, have a good one, see you then. Bye!